Daily Tonic presents. What are the available jobs or career choices that can provide satisfaction and sense of fulfillment for a Sigma male? Before we proceed, you need to have an idea of who a Sigma male is. Although we frequently categorize people as introverts or extroverts, personalities can go beyond these simple classifications. Some males appear as the life of the party and quickly rise to the position of team leaders in their respective professions. Other males appear more the introverted, nerdy type who submit to authority. But what about the men who don't exactly fall into these categories? The label Sigma male has been given to these males. But what exactly is a Sigma male? Definitions may vary, but they all have a core underlying context. A Sigma male is often defined as a man who is neither an introvert nor an extrovert, but finds his place somewhere in the middle. They frequently are lone wolves that choose living apart from the group. Sigma males are often misunderstood because they don't exactly fit the usual societal norms. They are the guys that would rather pursue their own paths rather than be inclusive in the follow-the-crowd mentality. They are associated with being rebels, loners, and outcasts. They are the type of guys who don't quite fit in and cannot be bothered about the opinion of others about it. Consider this fictitious scenario for context. If the king is an alpha male, then the Sigma male is the wanderer, the storyteller or roaming bard who pays a visit to the king who, like other monarchs, is supported by a bustling palace court full of beta men in the form of viziers, prime ministers, treasurers, and so on. The king may invite the wanderer to dinner. While not necessarily well known, his exploits or tales of triumphant adventure might win him respect and adoration from the king, hereby earning the king's favor. The Sigma male in our fiction remains unmarried. Instead, he chooses the most attractive ladies from the king's court to sleep with, and then leaves as quickly as he arrived to continue his adventure. The adventure itself is the true quest for the Sigma male. This is what he lives for. Because he doesn't crave for the king's power or favor, unlike the betas who muscle up and down the palace trying to squeeze the king for favors. He actually doesn't care whether the king likes him or not, because those things are meaningless to him as a Sigma male. He has been able to successfully free himself from the burdens and challenges that come with attempting to compete with the betas or pretty much any other male on the socio-sexual hierarchy. In the modern society that we have today, escaping the rat race should understandably be your #1 priority. Because while growing up, parents always preached about going to college and landing a great 9-to-5 job. But I'm willing to bet that deep inside you at that time, there existed this nagging feeling gnawing at the center of your being. The feeling that you would never be happy if you did not pursue your own goals and happiness. The feeling that you would live a life of despair and what-ifs and what-nots. The feeling that your life would be a lie. So, what do you do? As a Sigma male, you are definitely capable of fitting into many different career choices. While you may be adaptable and able to succeed almost anywhere, this is not always guarantee that the job will be satisfying for you. For the Sigma male, there are numerous career choices that might seem pretty dull and monotonous. Finding the proper one is therefore crucial if you want to feel like your career decision is fulfilling. Because you know it's crucial to give yourself time to truly process your own feelings and inner desires. And as a deep thinker, you place too much emphasis on what's practical rather than on what you actually want to achieve from your chosen career. Though Sigma males are often capable of completing a wide variety of tasks because of their strong sense of awareness, Sigma males are undoubtedly aware of the direction they wish to face. As a Sigma male, you don't struggle with being indecisive, despite the fact that your decisions may be driven more by logical or practical considerations rather than by your passion for a certain line of work. And because you are goal-driven, independent, and self-sufficient, it is easily possible for you to achieve both because you are flexible and adapt easily to change by nature. In this video, we will talk about the jobs and career fields that match the Sigma male personality. Number 1. Medical or science-related fields. Because of the prestige and unique challenges these fields provide, Sigma males are often attracted to jobs in science or medical fields. These professions provide you lots of opportunity for development and chances to pick up new skills. As a Sigma male, you appreciate the value of silence because it allows you to think critically. You need to be very analytical and detail-oriented for a science-related career. Considering that a prerequisite for this vocation is the ability to analyze and resolve complicated problems. Your lack of social skills combined with your value for the significance of silence aids in the growth of your mind to help you to advance in your career. You can succeed in the medical or scientific fields thanks to your keen sense of awareness, because these career choices present you with difficulties and interesting opportunities. You also experience some fulfillment to have the chance to share what you have learned with others and to be in a position to make a difference in people's lives. You care about making a difference on a bigger scale, and as a result, you find careers in medicine and science appealing. Along with the respect and status that these professions provide, you also get to be respected for your knowledge and experience, which is undoubtedly gratifying. It is more of a personal sense of accomplishment for you if you are properly appreciated for your skill set and the things you are capable of. Even though naturally as a Sigma male, you appear not to care what other people think. When given the freedom to follow your own rules and devote all of your efforts to your interest, you thrive, you excel, and you shine effortlessly. Number 2. Pursuing the freelance career. Any work function that can be performed from the convenience of your home or involves traveling to another part of the continent comes across as appealing to you as a Sigma male. Remember, you're called a lone wolf for a reason. As a Sigma male, you value your solitude and have a propensity to pay attention to and trust your inner voice for direction and insight. You don't believe in going along with the crowd mentality, and you don't assume anything is true simply because everyone else believes it is. Instead, you will rather develop your own independent thought process to build up your knowledge bank. This offers you an unrivaled ability for developing original viewpoints, developing novel ways to problem solving, and coming up with inventive solutions. This is why a job as a freelancer might be ideal for you. There exists just about enough room for you to unleash your creativity expressively without any inhibitions. As stated in the introduction, a Sigma male's ideal existence is one in which he may experience freedom and explore the world. Freedom from financial limitations, relationships and obligations, or even national boundaries. You would do very well as a copywriter, as a freelance writer or designer, or a web developer or a marketer, working alone from a cabin in the mountains, or from the convenience of your own home. Number 3. A career in marketing. If you have experience in marketing, you will be aware that networking and building trustworthy relationships with people is much more important than just creating commercials and erecting billboards. As a Sigma male, you excel at developing fresh concepts and inventive approaches to selling to people without being deceitful. This is for a number of reasons, most notably your ability to be brutally honest, which you tend to be quite excellent at. You don't resort to unnecessary flattery, nor do you sugarcoat your remarks. Most people use lies to protect the feelings of others, or to spare them from suffering some kind of shame, or to make themselves feel better, or to cover up a mistake or failure they do not wish to take responsibility for. You just don't have a motive to lie, since you don't truly care about any of these things. You don't sugarcoat things to make them seem better, because you truly have pragmatic perspectives on life. People can be certain that any marketing campaign project you embark upon and all the promises concerning your product are indeed truthful. And when they purchase it and see that it performs just as promised, they begin to trust your brand and turn into repeat customers. Secondly, Sigma males are naturally enigmatic and talented at reading people. You have the capacity to measure the perspectives of total strangers by comparing their individual experiences with one another. This allows you to have an idea of how they might think. This helps you to develop real and distinctive advertising ideas when creating a product or a campaign that will connect the most with the target audience and leave them hungry to explore what else you have to offer. And lastly, Sigma males are rebels for the right reasons. So your innovative thinking and willingness to question the established status quo produces some of the most original and novel marketing campaigns. Number 4. Programming and web development. If you have any experience with programming or web development, you'll know that it's not just about creating code, it's all about problem solving. So you are often drawn to jobs involving computers and working online as a Sigma male. You'll discover that your mind can really deal with the challenges associated with this career choice, where others struggle or fail. Anyone can learn how to code, but only few individuals would spend hours, days, or even weeks attempting to find a solution that is really effective. This involves deep thinking, and deep thinking involves some level of silence, which as a Sigma male you appreciate the value of. Because this employment option is location-free, you find it to be quite satisfying. Additionally, it offers you the chance to truly push yourself and keep your mind challenged in exciting ways. Also, it has the advantage of not being a vocation that requires a lot of social interaction. Consequently, you won't have to stop working to attend endless meetings or listen to talkative coworkers. The only drawback is that a profession in programming or web development might sink you into further seclusion, since you naturally take comfort in your solitude. Also, considering your seeming lack of social skills, it is advisable for you to spend some time to socialize if you work in this industry. You must be careful not to become very engaged in it, since doing so will cause you to lose focus on other areas of your life. It's important to keep in mind that you should also enjoy discovering your sociable side. But a career as a computer programmer or web developer can really be rewarding for you if you can discover and maintain balance in your life. Number 5. You can be a psychologist or therapist. One of your core strengths as a Sigma male is being able to be yourself regardless of who is around or wherever you find yourself. You truly have your home beacon screwed on tight. Sigma males are able to develop relationships without becoming overly invested. They do not have difficulty with simply walking away. This is the lone wolf mentality. Therapists and psychologists often find themselves on these paths as well. As a therapist, you must establish a rapport with your patients in order for them to trust you, but not in such a manner that they rely too heavily on you. To succeed in the field, becoming a psychologist or therapist involves a varied mix of attributes and talents. You must be able to read people, see the larger picture, and offer original viewpoints and ideas. This career demands patience and the love of constant learning. You need to be well-organized, compassionate, and have excellent listening skills. A career in psychology incorporates all of these interests, and naturally as a Sigma male, you have all of these talents and therefore, your heart jumps with delight at every chance you have, not just to evaluate human behavior but also to explore and solve complex issues. Additionally, because Sigma males get bored easily, they want continuous stimulation. So they are always seeking adventures that allows them to take on obstacles they can conquer. To keep themselves motivated in their careers, they have a strong desire for new problems to tackle. So, meeting new people through your work as a psychologist or therapist exposes you to fresh problems practically every day. Number 6. A career in the creative entertainment industry. Since they have a capacity for inventing imaginative inner worlds and thoughts, especially when in their cozy seclusion, the majority of Sigma males are frequently creatively inclined. Sigma males are therefore naturally talented in the creative industry. There are 2 reasons for this. One is that their distinct viewpoints on life can provide incredibly useful inspiration for the production of meaningful art. 2, since you spend so much time alone with your thoughts, you are incredibly expressive. Sigma males are capable of creating artistic masterpieces when they mix their distinctive perspectives and lovely emotions. These kind of careers are more challenging to break into, but you don't necessarily need to be successful in the eyes of the world. You simply need to be successful in your heart. Even when people disagree with you, you still want to be able to pursue your ambitions without restriction. As long as you get some satisfaction in sharing your creativity to the world, it doesn't matter what others think. You thrive on living life on the edge, and as a Sigma male, the thrill of the quest is what you live for. For you, either life is an exciting adventure or is nothing at all. One of your top employment alternatives in the arts or entertainment sector may also be a stuntman. You revel in the thrill of performing challenging, risky, and specialized scenes on television, or even during live performances as a trained professional. Your job satisfaction comes from being able to make life-threatening stunts appear authentic. Number 7. Professional athletes and sportsmen. It's likely that if you identify as a Sigma male, you like investing time and energy in maintaining your physical well-being, because you know and appreciate how important it is to exercise both your body and your mind. Additionally, it is something you enjoy, so it makes a lot of sense to be able to pursue a career in sports. Along with your enthusiasm for keeping fit, you also possess the other qualities needed for this physically hard work, like superior judgment and commitment, self-control, resilience, and leadership abilities. Furthermore, developing your combat skills through sports like martial arts, or fencing or boxing, is another one of your interests that pertains to maximizing your physical strength. You have a competitive advantage in this field thanks to your combat skills, your natural strength and coordination, plus the inclination for working alone, and your desire to roam the world. A job in the sports sector can be the best option for you if you have all these qualities and the appropriate training. Number 8. Career as an entrepreneur or business owner. Sigma males can lead without exerting authority. Additionally, they naturally excel at leadership and frequently favor independent initiative. Because of this, Sigma males often become frustrated working for others and yearn to be their own boss. Their desire is to own their own business so they can run it as efficiently as their lone wolf mentality can afford them to. But identifying an issue that needs to be solved is the first step in launching a business. As a Sigma male, you happen to be exceptionally good at that. Let me tell you why. Certain items or things that most people would assume to be normal come across as absurd to you. As a result of not adhering to norms like the others do, you are able to develop your own original successful company ideas. Identifying a problem and its solution is the second stage in launching a business. And Sigma males are particularly adept at it, because you won't give up until you come up with a novel, effective, and efficient solution to the issue. As a Sigma male, you possess the tools to provide the solution to the simple equation of a difficult challenge plus an original solution equals a successful business. Number 9. Sigma males can excel in any career. Sigma males are good at everything, which really defeats the entire purpose of this video, but hear me out. The capacity to adapt to change is one of a Sigma male's most defining traits. Of the 6 personality archetypes, you are simply the best natural survivalist. Your strength is determined by how hard you can take a punch and still get back up on your feet. Consider Elon Musk's situation. He once had to borrow money from friends to pay for his family's essential expenses, because he put all of his money into his businesses, namely SpaceX and Tesla, neither of which was producing a profit at the time. But today, he is currently vying for the title of world's richest man. How about the late Apple boss, Steve Jobs? He was exited from the business he spent years building from the ground up. When he returned, he created one of history's most effective marketing campaigns, which propelled the business to unprecedented heights. An alpha male would find it difficult to handle those defeats since they worry about their reputation in society. They need to maintain their position at the top of the food chain, and they need everyone to know it. But when something threatens this projected image, they are susceptible to pressure and ready to fold. However, Sigma males don't care about society or society's perceived image of them. Even when other people call them crazy, they do not adopt the herd mentality but instead listen to their inner voice. The first thing an alpha guy considers when a task becomes too difficult or time-consuming is to whom he can assign the assignment to. However, as a Sigma male, your focus is constantly on how to complete the task at hand. To complete the task successfully, you rely only on yourself and adapt existing skills in the process of learning new ones. You don't think twice about engaging in a risky career shift like moving abroad to a foreign country and succeeding in a new role that just got placed at your feet. You view everything as a challenge, and to avoid having to admit you couldn't get the job done, you are ready to swim across oceans and scale mountains. Because of this, it is safe to conclude that Sigma males can excel in any field. Simply said, you're not going to give up until you complete your goal. This does not imply that a Sigma male would be successful in any vocation. In fact, there are many professions in which a Sigma male would not be happy or fulfilled. The important thing to remember is that just because you don't feel fulfilled or satisfied with your career doesn't imply you won't be successful in it. In a 2006 interview with an online magazine, Keanu Reeves, who has been widely associated in pop culture to be a Sigma male, made it crystal clear what he values instead of money. He says, "Money doesn't mean anything to me. I've made a lot of money, but I want to enjoy life and not stress myself building my bank account. I give lots away and live simply, mostly out of a suitcase in hotels." That there is the spirit of the lone wolf, the confident male that does not follow the herd mentality. These top 10 signs can help you determine if you are a Sigma male or not. You are comfortable being alone. You value the significance of silence. As a Sigma male, you tend to be yourself regardless of who is around you. You are independent and self-sufficient. You come across as mysteriously intriguing and enigmatic. You are flexible and adapt easily to change. You can lead without exerting authority. You have an ambiguous morality. You may lack social skills. You have a sense of great self-awareness. If you relate with any of these top 10 Sigma male signs, please go to the comment section and share your experiences as it relates to being a Sigma male in your present line of work. How has it aided your development at work? What challenges did being a Sigma male help you overcome in your present line of work? What advice would you give the younger Sigma males who are just discovering themselves and navigating around the labor market? Go to the comment section now and share your experience. Your experience might be the game changer for a fellow Sigma male. Before we let you go, listen, this is important. Showing on your screen right now is the thumbnail image for a video on the top 10 signs that can let you know if you are indeed a Sigma male or not. You should watch it if you have not done so already. If you enjoyed and found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up so that we can continue to make more of them. And share it with your friends and family, especially those that can benefit from it. For more videos like this, subscribe and remember to turn on the notification bell. Please check out our other videos. Thank you for tuning in.